All right, so this is going to be our social studies lesson for today. And all year long in fifth grade, our social studies units kind of flow into one another and form one big social studies project-based learning unit. And our driving question for that is, how does one person's actions impact another, which is a really important lesson for fifth graders and, quite honestly, adults, especially right now in our world today. How does what I do impact someone else? And throughout history, how does one group of people's perspective, point of view, and actions impact what happens to someone else or community or a nation, government? So it's really an interesting question for us to think about. So in fourth grade, you sort of left off history following the American Revolution. And in fifth grade, we pick up with the westward expansion and move all the way through World War II and a little bit after that if we have time to get to it. But that's 250 years of history. They must think I'm really good at teaching history if I can teach you that much in 1 year, but we're going to try. So we're going to start with westward expansion. And today we're just going to start off. I'm going to give you a little bit of directions, but first I want to sort of whet your appetite a little bit for the westward expansion by asking you to think about, would you move? So we're going to watch a really quick video, and I'm going to share my screen with you and have you watch the video. It's about 4 minutes long, and it's a lot of pictures, but there's some captions at the bottom of it. It's not like a movie or anything, but what I want you to think about is think about the pictures and the words that are on the page, and then consider the question, would you move? So let me get it for you. Share my screen. I think it's this one. So from watching that video, can you think of some of the reasons why they gave for why people decided to move west? Things like religious freedom, for economic reasons, meaning that they maybe could make more money or have more for their family if they moved further west. They mentioned religious freedom, land, gold. Um, so there are a lot of different reasons why people started to move west. And you'd have to probably really want to move if you would be willing to. Did you see that? They said that sometimes they walked or traveled on covered wagons for 2,000 miles. I don't even like to ride in a car for 2,000 miles. I can't imagine having to do all of that. So here's what you're going to do for your assignment today. And then before we leave, I want this video, I want to show you what you're going to need to bring with you to social studies for the next few weeks every time we meet for social studies. So your assignment for today is to really quickly in Google Classroom, you can either make me a video or you can write it on a Google Doc, write a paragraph if you want to. But I want you to tell me, I want you to answer the question, would you move? Would you be willing to give up everything that you know to move to a land that you didn't have any awareness of what you were going to encounter when you got there? So when I was thinking about it, I was thinking it would almost be kind of like in today's time, us like going to Mars, saying that we're going to move to Mars, because that would be about what it was like back then, not knowing what you were going to be encountering when you were there. I think that would be sort of a modern day version of westward expansion. So you're either going to make me a quick video sharing with me some reasons why people moved west that you learned from the very quick video that we talked about, and I even mentioned a few of them. And then I want you to tell me, would you move and why or why not? So really quick assignment. So here's what you're going to need to bring with you every time you come to social studies from now on. In either your cubby, if you're a face-to-face, or in your bag, in your social studies folder, I have a zipper bag that looks like this. It has a large piece of paper, colored construction paper, and then there are about 25 to 30 pieces of white paper, squares, and then you should have a copy that looks like this. It's 2 pages together with some color pictures on it. All right, so this is the other thing you're going to need to bring is some colored pencils and a pencil with you each time. So this is a stretch book. And tomorrow I'll show you a little bit more, but you'll see that I've already put them all together for you. It stretches out. And each day we're going to take one aspect of westward expansion, and we're going to learn about it. And then we're going to create a card or a page for our book, and then we'll be gluing it in to our book. And by the time we finish all the front and all the back will be covered, we will have covered all the things that we need to as 5th graders and are learning about westward expansion. So hopefully you'll think it's really fun. The other thing that this project really helps us with at the beginning of 5th grade is really learning about time management and about organization. So just to give you kind of a little flavor of the time frame, it should take about 45 minutes tops to do social studies every day. If it's taking you more than that, then that's because you're either not using your time wisely, or it could be that you might be adding some extra details. And if you want to do that, that's fine, but just make sure that you get the page and the information down first, and then all of that kind of zhuzhing, making it look really cool and adding color will be what you can do after that. So it's a really good project to teach us a 5th grade skill of working on being more organized and watching our time and getting us ready for that more independence when you get to middle school. All right. So today our topic was, would you move? Really quick assignment that you need to put into Google Classroom. Make sure that you have that uploaded before tomorrow so that I can score it and grade it for you and get it right back. All right. Thank you.